I have Thomas and Heresy and Suhail and Brian with me in studio. Hey, I feel like I should clap for myself because I was busy cramming your names. Hey guys.
Hi.
Where's, oh, okay, so you have your microphone. Yeah. All right, so I see Nikon and I see PSG. So Nikon, Comic-Con connection.
Exactly, Nairobi Comic-Con, that's what it is.
Yes.
You mentioned Comic-Con, that's actually the idea. We decided to start a Comic-Con here in Nairobi for the East African market. There wasn't one before. We've always wanted to go for Comic-Con. We said, why not, let's have one here, and here we are, Nairobi Comic Convention.
There you go. Yeah. All right, so Suhail and Heresy, right? So Watchmen, what's Watchmen?
So the Watchmen is the biggest esports organization in East and Central Africa. We have been for a very long time and still are. And it's basically our rendition of the global esports market in a local and close to home, I should say, not local, but close to home way of basically replicating the billion-dollar esports market in East and Central Africa.
Yeah. And this is an organization that's basically we've been running it for like 3-4 years, and it's just recently we've started getting more attention, mainly because of the fact that esports is becoming more of a thing here in Kenya. Yeah,
it is, and everyone always wants to buy the latest one. Just like, you know, what's so interesting is that if you have brothers like I do, or you know, your boyfriend, or even, you know, we also see girls do it, but my girls don't play any PlayStation games. However, so for a lot of the guys, they do always buy, you know, the latest game, and especially if you love football, right? So it's become a really big deal. So then, where does PSG come in?
Just a correction. PSG,
oh, great, correct me.
PSG is the biggest organization.
Oh, sorry,
they are the
Watchmen.
biggest team. But it's just putting it like, but PSG is Pro Series Gaming, not PSG, the football team, but PSG in terms of Pro Series Gaming. So Pro Series Gaming basically is bringing international standard esports organization in terms of production, the tournaments themselves, the qualifiers, all that whole thing into one space. So we're bringing it to the rest of Africa. The biggest market is South Africa. The rest of Africa hasn't really been looked at as much. So we've decided, let's bring it to East Africa and see, let's target the gamers who are here and grow it to as big as possible.
Yeah. All right, so I'm trying to see where exactly this marriage even begins, because yours is comics, no?
Yeah. Well, it's 3 areas actually. It's comic books, gaming, and animation.
Okay.
And when we're looking at gaming, it's the whole spectrum, from game development to the players to everything.
Yeah.
Where the connection with PSG came in is PSG is more of esports, so it's more the competitive, and there's prize pools. There's like for the last tournaments, there's about 1.1 million that was given.
1 billion.
1 million.
Oh, I was like, 1 billion.
1 million Kenya shillings. So just
NYS,
there's a professional aspect to it,
yeah,
and also bringing in the whole spectator angle.
Yeah.
So we do a bit of gaming also as Nikon, but then we just say, like, there's something we can do together as Nikon and PSG, and that's why we have this marriage, and it's culminating in actually an experience that we're calling the Asylum, which is coming up real soon in August on the 11th and 12th. So that's why it comes together.
Okay. So you guys are pro players, right?
Yeah.
You're pros.
Yeah.
So how long have you been playing?
It comes to mainly, there's a difference between playing and then playing professionally, like for esports sake. So when it comes to playing regular games, I've been playing since I was like 3, 4, 5 years old, when like the PS1 was the main gaming console. But playing professionally since, I would say, 2013, since when it was the Call of Duty games such as Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2. I know these seem like very complex terms.
No, but at least I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Right? Yes.
Then we slowly progressed to other games. So we started off as mainly Call of Duty, and then we moved to FIFA, and then we're moving on to different games like Fortnite.
Yeah, I started playing on the Nintendo GameCube, which is, I got the console before I knew what video games were. And it gets to a point where, that was just me starting to play the games. Then it got to a point where I was playing for so long that I figured out, hey, I'm better than almost everyone. So it's time to pursue the professional side of gaming. Which is, in my opinion, the most rewarding part of gaming. And that's why I am doing it right now. And thanks to people like PSG and everything, they make it possible for people like us who love to play the games competitively, actually make something out of it. Because at the end of the day, bragging rights is not always enough.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And then everyone says, oh, and then you go home. Yeah. So then when you say professionally, that means, you know, you've just mentioned that you earn from it, right?
Yes.
So how do you earn from it? Are there like monthly games that Thomas organizes, or like Watchmen?
So that's what we're working towards.
Yeah.
I think they all stated what they started playing on. I started playing on a brick game, so they were a bit ahead. of the curve. But what we're trying to do with PSG is create that avenue where people can earn a revenue. Like someone can say, I earn a living from being a pro gamer.
Yeah.
And we're not looking at esports just for the players. And as you mentioned, $1 billion, there's a team that won $1 billion shillings last year in the States. So now esports has prize
And it's a team of how many?
4 guys.
Look at me, I'm just like, okay, so this is every year and we can win?
And that's one game. You know, and you win going into it. So how we look at it is not just the gamers themselves, it's an industry if you look at it. Because the whole thing is production. You'll get the guys who will handle the cameras, the guys who will handle commentary behind just talking guys through the game. They're the players, they're the managers. If they're traveling somewhere, they're using planes or buses or travel or whatever means they'll use. When they get there, they're going to be hosted in hotels. So the industry in itself is not just for the gamers, but it's an avenue for employment for a lot more people than just the gamers.
Okay.
But yes, through the prize pools, we're trying to make it so that someone can say, I earn a living. That's why in the last tournament, we gave away $1 million shillings. And in this one, we're looking at 1.5 million shillings.
Which is tomorrow.
So the qualifiers are starting tomorrow. So we already closed the deadline. We had a deadline for the registration, but it's starting tomorrow. And in this one, as mentioned, we're not just looking at Kenya, we're targeting even more countries. So we have guys from Uganda who will be coming, Tanzania, Zimbabwe, Ethiopia, and South Africa. And there are also other countries who are interested to come. And that's what we're looking at. Target as many people as possible. Because Africa, the average age is 19 years old.
Okay.
We can't all be lawyers. We can't all be doctors.
You know, I'm just thinking, I'm just like, wow, you could just make money from just playing. You know, and when people watch you at home, like your mom or your dad or whatever, they're just like, really? I paid money for you to go to school.
I mean, the misconception is, for most people, is that just you get the money just by playing the game. I mean, almost everyone at some point in time plays games. Like, I'm sure even you play some games on your phone.
No, I don't.
Really?
I don't.
Okay then. But it's like, to be able to actually earn a living from it, you have to put
I play NFS.
Need for Speed?
Yes.
Okay.
You're a gamer.
I'm really
That's a step above the mobile games.
like very many accidents. It's terrible. It's the worst, but I'm a really
So to make a living out of it, as you asked, it's like you have to put in a lot of time. Sacrifice a lot of other things you could be doing with your friends, just to put in the work and the effort and the practice to be able to actually make something out of it.
Fantastic. So if this TV thing doesn't work out, I'll just be
definitely professional NFL racer.
Alright, so let's just play some games. So you guys, what do you play more than the other? FIFA?
I'm mainly, I prefer Call of Duty.
And you?
I'm a Call of Duty player.
What are we going to play now?
FIFA.
Is it too violent for us? No, it's not. It's fine,
it's
right?
okay. It's okay. FIFA is rated for everyone.
Yeah.
So, no, I know, but that's why I'm saying, I'm like, we're going to play FIFA. I said we're going to play Call of Duty.
No. I think it's with gaming especially, it depends on the season you're playing. So some games are hot in other times because FIFA's there every year. But Call of Duty, it takes a dip sometimes, So as someone who is playing competitively, you need something to feed you. So you pick another game up.
Yeah, FIFA is constantly just dope all year long. Because even when the league is just continuously, and then now with the World Cup, so football is still, really hot. All right, so now, Brian, you can play.
Well,
Spider-Man.
I never used to play games when I was growing up.
Okay.
Video games were my release, so I can't really play FIFA though. So I'm more of a Mortal Kombat player.
Yeah. I've tried learning FIFA so many times. I'm always like, wait, so who am I? I don't see what. Okay, that's fine. But next time when you guys come through, I'm going to make it my business to learn how to play the games. And then I'll try and compete with Heresy. Look at how serious they already are.
A lot of time will be taken.
You guys are not winning 1 million, Bob. All right, so that's why we have a screen and that's why it looks like a house. It's because they're playing the games. It just looks like someone's house. Kenya tuna hapa labda ni
so Thomas wanted to make it a bit interesting. Give it a more tournament feel. So he wants to give out some money.
You want to give out money?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So between Heresy and Suhail.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much are you gonna give away?
10,000 bob.
You're giving 10,000 bob.
Yeah, to the winner.
So to whoever's gonna win.
Yeah.
And this is like child's play. Wait, who's already scored? Umtiti. What we yeah, that's a lie. Which fans do that? It's a lie. Okay, fine. Suhail, do you want me to play for you?
The game just started. The game just started. The game just started. Come on.
I barely touched the ball.
Oh, that was a nice one. You know what's so weird to me is that when I watch, because I'm not gonna lie that I love football or, what I will say though is if you play FIFA with Arsenal, why do they still lose anything game? Usually, Sini ukweli.
Shots fired.
Am I lying?
No comments.
Wait, what team do you support? You
World
guys
Cup,
play
in the World Cup
10,000
or
at
in the
stake.
clubs?
Eh?
World Cup or clubs?
No, now.
World Cup.
Yes. No, not World Cup.
Yeah.
Which team do you
EPL.
support, like in the EPL or in
Chinyamaji, Arsenal.
Oh, no, come on, Jam. No, come on, Jam. What about you,
I'm a
Brian?
Manchester United fan.
Manchester United.
Yeah.
So imagine Suhail is Manchester City.
Oh no,
No?
We're both United fans. We're both United fans.
Then why didn't you play with your team?
We started working with what came up at this
Even
point.
ground.
Oh, okay, that's true. They don't know their people. You don't like, I love Real. I think Real are
But now
pretty
Ronaldo's
decent.
gone.
You're gonna love Juventus next season, trust.
Yeah? Okay. What actually the next season? Because Arsenal for once, when now they've said next season, now for real, this is like
Arsenal
It's
come
the
not
next
fourth
season.
in a two-horse race.
Yes.
Yeah.
World Cup, are we supporting? France?
Only African.
I was-
yeah, it's
I
the
was
African
Oh,
country.
yeah, the African.
Yeah.
What team are you supporting?
Belgium.
Belgium. Well,
Yeah.
see, now.
Wakanda
And-
forever, man. France.
Wakanda forever. What about you?
I was supporting Spain, but unfortunately, once again, I just have to sit back and just keep quiet until the end of the World Cup.
Oh, yours is done. All right, so 10,000 shillings. One of them is gonna go with 10,000 bob. We're gonna see. In fact, you know what we should do? Next time we should also have our viewers to come in and play.
Yeah.
Come on, Jamie. When himself FIFA manze comes through, Cindy.
Yeah.
And actually, what we can do is we can bring a pro player,
Yeah.
and whoever wins against them
And how much?
takes the money.
How? Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
now you'll give away 10,000
We'll
again.
up it.
Oh, to 20k.
Yeah.
Higher. Okay, guys, listen. Me, I'm giving you 20,000. You normally play for free in the house, and then you just win over your brothers and your friends, and you feel nice. This time round, I want to give you some money. 20,000 bob from PSG and Nikon. Okay. So if people want to find out more about the competitions, if they want to join in, and show their prowess, how can they do that?
Okay, for the Pro Series Gaming, you can find us on the website. We normally update our games every so often. That's www.psg.co.ke. If you want anything comic book animation related, that's on Nikon. That's www.nikon.com.
Yeah.
And we're also on social media. For PSG, we have.
Yay!
I've made a
Wow.
comeback, finally.
There you go. Someone just scored. Hey, one for Chelsea. Okay, so let's see the replay. Shatu cheki. Aisha toka replay. Okay, sawa. All right. All right. So wait. So how many more minutes before the game comes to an end? Aye.
75 in game.
So
Each
many.
half is 6 minutes long. If you look at
That's
the time, it's
okay.
going a lot faster than it should.
All right. So we're gonna find out who's gonna win. We're gonna check in with you by the end of the game to see
Yeah.
who exactly has won. There's also an element of costumes, right?
And
Yeah.
just
Yes,
like that,
yes,
Lucy
yes.
has
Yeah.
scored.
Yeah. So cosplay is what puts it all together. So from the fans of the animation to the gaming to movies and everything there, cosplay brings them together. So cosplay basically means costume play, which is you're dressing up in your favorite character's costume,
Yeah.
whether it's Deadpool or whichever movie that you like or whichever comic book, and that just kind of brings it all together and ties it in together. It's a really fun thing to do. You can do it at a convention, you can do it as you're going to watch the movies, or you can do it in your
Okay.
house at a party. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna. Has someone else scored? You guys scored two.
Scored 2, yeah.
2 goals in that
Yeah.
period.
Here's
of
the
time.
replay.
When did that happen? Okay, there you go. Kadagan pira. Oh, Obadiba. Okay, no, it wasn't Obadiba. All right, so we're gonna check in and find out who's gonna win between Suhail and of course Hersey, as we find out who's gonna walk away with 10,000 bob tonight, courtesy of PSG and Nikon.